When you look at Shohei, all-timer? Has to be, right?
Well, right now he is. I think he's one of the best right now. And we were talking about he should be in a league of his own above Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
He's that kind of a special guy.
For fans, the opportunity, I was just looking, you could still get in this place for $30. It's going to be a fun atmosphere tonight. The whole Dodgers series has had great crowds.
Yeah, it's been great. The first two nights here, just the electric, the atmosphere, the Dodgers, they travel well with their fans. And it's good, I think, for our team to be able to see what it's like when you've got a winning team that your fans will follow.
That's the bottom line, right? Like
Absolutely.
The team can do all of the shenanigans, whatever. We're not going to be Denver, where you have people no matter what. They can do the $2 beers. They can have the fun. They can have ludicrous, but you got to win.
Well, that's the bottom line. I think the fans want to be associated with a winning product. And I think if you put that product out on the field, the fans, what I liked is the fans could connect to certain players. Byron Buxton is one of the bigger fans, one of the bigger players, has probably the biggest fan base. When you ask people who's your favorite player, it's easy for them to say Byron Buxton. Right. But at the same time, there's other players on this team, and it's nice to be able to perform well and get your own fan base.
I was having dinner with a friend last night who met Shohei in Japan. He was in Japan. It was maybe 3 years ago. And he said he didn't know who Shohei was. But afterwards, his buddy's like, hey, that was Shohei Ohtani. And he said he's just such a nice guy. Japan has such a culture, a baseball culture, and you played in Japan.
Well, don't forget, he's the size that he has. He's going to stand out over there.
Oh, no doubt.
But he's an international icon.
Yeah.
It's not just in America and Japan. It's throughout the world that people follow sports, follow baseball. He represents a lot of people.
What was it like for you when you played in Japan?
Loved it. Went over there, did the whole 2 months of spring training, took some classes prior to go over there, just to learn their culture and, how to, talk to people a little bit.
Oh, interesting. Where did you take classes?
They came to our house.
So they came to your house?
And
just to prepare you?
Just to prepare us going over there. There's the bow system. You got to bow to certain people and things like that. But, just the food, of course. Had to learn the food. Just a little bit of Japanese to get by.
How'd you feel about that? I mean, today I think
Biro
Japanese...
kudasai.
Oh.
Sumisan. Biro kudasai.
And what does that mean?
Excuse me, can I get a beer, please?
No, I know that you because one of the Kazama, Matt Kazama, who has a place called Ramen Kazama, and he's got some food here. But he tells a story about serving you back in the day when he was new over here working at his family's restaurant in Minnesota.
Yeah,
but right. So you came... You've developed a love for that food.
Absolutely. Going over there, you learn their culture. It's amazing. People are so friendly over there. And of course, I think it was rather easy because I played for the Yomiuri Giants, who happens to be like the New York Yankees here, or the Dodgers over there. So everywhere we went, it was sellout crowds. We traveled the best. Everything was the best playing for the Giants.
Is the pay pretty good?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Right. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, why else would you do it?
No, I went over there because I was a free agent in '94, having been a union rep. Understand that there was going to be a stoppage of baseball, which there was.
Yeah.
And no World Series, and the only World Series played was over in Japan. And you know who won? Giants.
Yeah. Of course.
Of course.
Daddy Gladden is with us.
That's all I do is win.
It has been it was really fun listening to you and Cory back together again. What was that like, the sort of switcheroo that happened? I think it says a lot about the relationship you guys had, that he wanted to come back and do the radio.
11 years together. He slides over and does some TV. But in Dallas, when he came back over there, to be honest with you, I was a little nervous, but as soon as we started talking and do the lineups, I handed it off to him. It was like we never left.
Huh.
That was that good.
Isn't it interesting?
And then we got a foul ball in the booth. and I made an error on it. But if you watch the highlights of it, Corey is being Corey,
Yeah.
and he's underneath the desk.
So do you think you unfairly got overly ripped for not catching the ball when at the same time Corey was acting like an absolute coward and hiding like perhaps a small child would?
No, I deserved it. I should have made the play.
Okay.
To be honest with you, it was an error, but it would have been a real good play.
Yeah.
But still, I had to go over. Let's say he's the right fielder, I'm the center fielder. I had to go to right field to make the attempt to catch that.
Now, the way that they scored today, would you be assessed an error?
I would. Yes,
Yeah.
I would have.
Probably.
Well, the way they do it today, I would have insisted that it be an error because it probably would have cost our pitchers some earned runs.
That's exactly right. Dan Gladden is with us. I've just been told there's only 600 tickets left for tonight's game.
Perfect. Get on down here.
We love it. I don't know. What you hope, and we were talking about this before we went on the air, the importance of this stadium and this team for the city writ large. Because when people are here, we get a lot of people who come to Target Field who are from all over Minnesota.
Sure.
And all over the region. And people have been scared to come here. They tell me it. They tell you it. It's reality.
Well, it is. But when you get that many people down here and then after the ball game, to see the excitement, the revenue that's being generated throughout downtown area,
Huge.
It's a buzz. It reminds me of when it used to be when we would open up the stadium and people would, stick around downtown and enjoy some of the places down here.
It is. We need you. We need people to come back here. And when you come for an environment like tonight, people are going to leave and hopefully they get a taste of it and you want it again.
Sure.
You want to come back more. The key is to win. And the Twins, when you think about expectations this season, I've enjoyed watching this team more than I expected to enjoy it. I don't know how you feel about how this team is.
Well, you leave spring training, you think you've got a good ball club together. You know that there's going to be some guys in the minor leagues that are going to have to come up and participate, and we've seen plenty of that. We're still seeing it. A couple other transactions today with a couple new guys being brought up, so there is a little bit of a turnover. I think defensively, offensively, we've got the guys in place right now, and they're starting to settle in as to where they're going to hit the lineup, but where they're going to play on a regular basis. And from a player's standpoint, knowing I come to the ballpark, I don't have to go sneak up on the lineup card. I can come into that clubhouse, park my car. I already know I'm playing today. And I think that's what Derek Shelton has really done very well, knowing the guys that are going to be playing out there.
You've seen a lot of managers over the years. Danny Gladden with us, Twins Radio, Twins Hall of Famer. What's your assessment of how Derek Shelton's been connecting with the team?
I think he's done fantastic. I've known Derek for about 30 years. A long-time hitting coach. He's been with several other clubs that worked under that I was familiar with their manager. So I've known Derek for a long, long time. And to be able to get the experience that he got managing over with Pittsburgh and the troubles that he had to come over here, it's like a breath of fresh air for him. And he knows how to handle people very well. What I like about Derek, you'll see him out on the field. He kind of makes a point of walking around each position and talking to guys just to see, not so much baseball talk, just to see how they're doing, just to find out how they're doing, how their family's doing, things like that. And that's the connection that he has with these players.
Yeah, and I wonder sometimes, because baseball is such a long season, that sort of personal, maybe it's true in all sports, you want to feel like your guy cares about you. But in baseball, you spend so much time together that feels like it would be more important.
Well, I think it is important that, sometimes we tell sometimes our family that we spend more time with our teammates than we do our own family at times. And we're on the road together. There's a lot going on, that the travel aspect of it, the eating aspect of it, the competing aspect of it, to be able to sit in the locker room and know that you've got a game in an hour and you start getting dressed and start preparing to go out there and to win that ball game.
Speaking of which, we do know, obviously you've been doing fewer games this year. What's your goal? What's your plan as far as that process?
I'm doing 100 games, and I think that I've been doing that for the last couple of years. It's a great number for
Feels
me
good.
because It does. It allows me to kind of pick my dates that I do travel, and it also gives me some time when I am home to spend more time here while the team's on the road. And one thing I found out is I still watch the games. I still listen to the games. I'm still a fan.
I wondered about that. Like
I'm
when you're off, you're still into it.
I'm a fan and I'm a critic. And I'll yell at the radio. I'll yell at the TV. I'll yell at the players.
Do you have a favorite color guy of some of these former players who are in there kind of trying to be Danny?
I don't know about trying. Nobody's going to be Danny. Come on. I don't. I just think that they all got their own little niche. They all work hard. Ron Coomer's pretty good with the Cubs.
Yeah,
but
Coomer's great.
He isn't he? Yeah. But I used to, when I first started doing this with John Gordon and Herb Carneal, I would take an inning off about the second inning, and the A's would come into town. And Bill King used to do the Raiders, used to do the Warriors, did the A's. I would go in the back of the room and listen to him, how he broadcast just a routine ground ball to second base. And he would always wear cowboy boots, and he always take them off to broadcast in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Bill King. Great voice.
Such a pleasure to have you on. I always appreciate it when you come over.
Sure, no problem. Enjoy. You're going to stay for the game, I hope.
Absolutely.
Where's your seat? Right here?
They're going to kick me out of this space, that's for sure. But I'll be right up there.
In a suite, Champions Club.
Yeah,
come
get
on.
out of here. Dan Gladden.
Big shooter. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. You'll hear him right here on 830, pregame starting at 6, and the big Shohei Ohtani, Joe Ryan matchup.